to
Your lag is already immensely better. Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Thursday, the 9th of January.
good morning.
So, I am obviously home today. I think I will probably stay out of the store until um uh I'll probably be out of the store till sometime around Saturday. I may go in for a little bit. I'm in a scenario where I've got to try to not move my upper extremities a whole lot over the next couple of days. And I feel like if I'm at the store, I won't be able to help myself. So, obviously, we're going to do our giveaways today, but what else do we have to talk about today, Jeannie?
I wanted people to know. I know I showed you the adorable sample for Peace on Earth, and we're going to be doing that. And kids, we have almost all the kids. I'm not putting that up until this weekend. It's been so the store yesterday was slammed. And then I stayed a little bit longer and I was able to do some shipping, but like I got home and I was exhausted. So I'm going to set my goal. It might happen before then, but I'm going to set my goal to have that up for this weekend. So don't go looking for it. It's not there. I'll put it up with a thread kit, a fabric kit, and then the design, and I'll do a little discount on the design. And so if you've already bought it, I'm going to refund you a little bit because it'll be discounted. What else did we have to talk about? We're setting up our store Avenir today. So, that's going to be coming out of the box, and then we are going to be filming. And I'm hopefully going to be doing filming this weekend. I haven't even hopped on mine, so it's just been too busy because I
So,
want to film it.
so let's just talk for a second about the Avenirs and like I'll just address right away, like there are some bugs on the Avenir even with the current firmware, but it's definitely one of those scenarios where I say, give us a little patience and we're going to work through the bugs. I had a long conversation with Charles, the head of QA at Brother yesterday. And it's one of those scenarios where it's almost a relief to hear that basically everything that we're hearing they've already seen and heard, and rest assured that it will be addressed in the future update or updates. We knew going into it, Brother was playing a precarious balancing act between getting a machine out that passed quality assurance and also getting a machine out at a time where everybody who was like, where's my machine, where's my machine, and our customers were super patient and great through the whole thing, but we knew a lot of folks were getting pretty anxious. So just rest assured that we'll be working with you on this. And you're welcome to be on the boards. Like for our Avenir ladies, we set up an Avenir group where we'll be providing information, solutions, etc. But it is one of those scenarios. Like I've really not been super active. Like I was more active with the Luminaire on several of the other sites, but there's so much noise on the bulletin boards right now. I haven't really, and we're just so busy. I haven't really played that role. Like on Terry Moffat's board the other day, I basically was I didn't say this, but I kind of wanted to be like, everybody just needs to take a deep breath and calm down for a second. Like we knew going into it that
Patrick, that's not a
brother,
good thing to tell a woman
well, but I'm not like
or a man.
that. Well, that goes back to my advice to Kai that the best thing to say to his sister when she was upset is you need to calm down.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
But it's just one of those scenarios where we're aware, brothers aware, and quite frankly, I talk to two dealers quite frequently, and given that we were kind of unplugged over the holiday, when we got back I called and said, hey, what are you finding, what are you seeing? And one of those responses was, everything's great. And then, I also had a conversation with one of our customers yesterday. And, you know, Charles is funny because Charles goes, you have super users. Like, the reality is, our ladies, we just see higher stitch counts than most dealers. And we see more active use than most dealers. And a lot of that just comes down to how you ladies are trained and how you know how to use your machine. So, our super users are going to see, you know, like you guys are going to find the little areas that don't work. That's just the reality of it. And the gal I talked to yesterday, like her trade-in machine, uh, which I think was like 9 or 10 months old, had like 9 million stitches on it. Like that's a super user right there. That's somebody who uses their machine a lot. And so we're going to be talking about workarounds and stuff like that, and just rest assured that you guys will be well supported. For those of you that are waiting for machines, there are, and I will find out more over the next couple of days. Some of you have gotten called, some of you haven't. And part of the reason for that is I have some folks that were outside of the initial count of LEs that we were receiving that have stated their interest in LEs. And there may be some additional percent or additional number of LEs that are available to us. So rather than potentially sending you home with a non-LE machine and then finding out later there were machines available, we just slowed down and I kind of went, okay, let's slow down and just make sure we know exactly what we're talking about so everybody gets what they want. And I will know more about that in the next couple of days. And I'm not really sure that Jeannie's had the bandwidth to deliver a lot of machines anyways.
I haven't delivered any.
No, you delivered one, and then there are two additional deliveries that I think will happen kind of back half of this week.
I think you need to call them because you know what's going on and I don't.
So we're just kind of working through that. I am doing well. It's just a matter of recovery for me and like not screwing up my recovery.
You had the best care at home.
Oh my God, it was so great. Like Jeannie got home last night at like almost 9. And
Stop. But I made you a beautiful breakfast. You've been getting coffee. And
I didn't get breakfast this morning.
I did. Oh my God.
Jeannie's like, ah! I'm like, okay, I'll make my own breakfast.
So good at doing it all. I am not good at it because I'm just not. I'm like, I was meant to be cared for. Right, Patrick?
I guess I was meant to care then. So,
you're a caregiver.
So what's so funny is there's just like 8 million comments just appeared like all at once. So I'm just reading through. Michelle got kudos on the Luminaire class. I have talked to a couple of customers that have bought their Avenirs elsewhere. like I did get and it's funny because I'm like, where'd you get my cell number? Somebody called me yesterday that had bought their Avenir elsewhere, and it was fine. I answered the call. Like I was happy to talk to the person. And I think maybe some other dealers aren't like actively talking about the fact that there are issues or bugs, or just kind of ignoring that kind of stuff. Just rest assured, everything's gonna be okay. I talked to Charles for probably 40 minutes yesterday, and it was funny because one of my questions for him was like, how do we support this, and like, what do you want us to do? And I talked about the fact that we had created this group that will be kind of monitoring and talking about what's going on, and I'll be providing that feedback to him. But like, it was essentially a relief, because when I was like, what are you hearing, what are you seeing, like, he went through this list and it was everything that we have heard. So they are actively working on the solutions. I know Jeannie posted something about the update maybe looking more like a February thing than a January thing. That is not what I heard from Charles. Charles basically said that they had been promised the update in January, but they hadn't been given a date. So it may be January 31st that we get that update, but he did feel pretty confident that we would get that. So let's see here. Sharon says we are super users in large part because of Michelle. And yeah, I think it's because of the level of training. It's funny because when I talk to other dealers about stuff we see, just like issues, problems, challenges, they don't see it at all. And part of the reason for that is their users aren't even using those aspects of their machines. And Cheryl, like you were in the initial group of LEs, like your LEs on hold for you. There's some other folks that were outside of that initial 10 or 11 that wanted LEs, and we're trying to track them down for you. Cindy West asked, am I bored? I'm not bored. I worked all yesterday. So, and like, we're trying to establish a new register system for the store, and I'm in the midst of that. So like, I've got plenty to do. I've just been told not to move my upper extremities, so I'm typing with my feet.
That's not true. That is not true.
So Jeannie, call Uber Eats for Patrick. I can call Uber Eats for myself if I need to, but
he's much better at it. I struggle to even pull an app up on my phone. So,
but I can make eggs. I think I can get through there. Let's see. It sounds like Sharon's LE is arriving today. I breathe a sigh of relief every time I hear that, just because it's, they always arrive fine, but I always freak out about it. But I will be like, to set expectations, I may go into the store for a little bit on Saturday, and I do expect to be back in the store, but with limited activity next week for sure.
Patrick, I think it's important to tell people too, we send pretty much everything insured at this point, just because there's so much theft, there's misdelivery. We can only file a claim within 10 days, right? Is it within 10 days of your delivery date?
Well, no. So there's two different kinds of claims. So like, if it's a damage claim, like, we have 30 days to file a damage claim. Now, the challenge is, some of you get product and you don't open it, you don't do anything for 30 days. And then at 32 days, you're like, hey, this arrived and it was broken. Like, we've always covered that. But like, the reality is our insurance will only cover that for 30 days.
When you say 30 days, is it 30 days?
30 days from the date of delivery. From the date of delivery. From the date of delivery.
Okay.
And then the other is if there is theft. And at this point, there's a lot of theft. So if there is theft, we have 10 days to make that claim. And
From the date of delivery.
from the date of delivery. And so the challenge there is at this point, there's so much of that going on that and quite frankly, so far, anybody who's experienced theft has told us after 10 days, so the point has been moot. But the if there is theft, there not only needs to be a there not only needs to be a report, but there needs to be a police report, meaning that there's been a filing with the police that something was stolen off your porch or patio. So in those scenarios happen when there's pictures. Like we've had a couple scenarios where sure enough there's the picture of it sitting on your porch, and they've done their job delivering the item. If it gets nabbed off your porch, it's something we need to know pretty quickly.
Yeah. So if you're expecting something and you get tracking and it says it was delivered, please reach out to us immediately because, we had somebody that we didn't know about it for a while and we sent it, but we weren't able to recoup any of that. So just make sure you let us know as soon as possible.
So, let's see here. So Cheryl, I think you had told me that you were ready to pick up your machine today. I'll drop you an email with everything today. So I'll drop you an email when we wrap up with the live stream here. What else do we have to talk about, Miss Jeannie?
So wallflowers tomorrow. I will send out another reminder today, and we are getting together. I think is it 10 o'clock or 10:30? But it's tomorrow, 10 o'clock or 10:30. You'll get another invitation today. I just don't know what it is off the top of my head. We are stitching out one of January block. You're going to have to make two, and then I did talk to my rep because some of you have asked about hopping down the bunny trail because they don't have the background quilting up yet. So I sent a note to my rep being like, oh, is it perchance included? And she said no. Sorry. So
perchance, that's you're stealing one of Violet's words.
Really?
She loves that word.
Perchance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really? I don't remember her saying that. Anyways, perchance. No, I'm just kidding. There is going to be background quilting. It is going to be a separate purchase, but it's a really good time. I was going to look through some of my old stuff. Maybe I'll pick some other designs. So if you don't have hopping down the bunny trail and you don't want to purchase the background quilting, I'll look and see if I have something else that might go really, really well. Because there's stuff from, I think, spring hours or I'd have to look, but I'm sure there's other stuff that's going to look amazing with that. So I'll take a peek through I couldn't even remember how to pull up the background quilting. I struggle with technology. It's not just you guys. Patrick doesn't, but I struggle with it. So I look for the background quilting link and I couldn't find it. And then I get frustrated and I just stop. But I'll look through my book and see if there's something else, and I'll put an alternative quilting design that maybe you might have.
So Wanda Matheny has asked to be added to the wildflower list, and then
so we are, because our club is so. Oh, let me just make sure. So I can't remember, Wanda. Are you
no soup for you.
Who?
So I'm just kidding. Like you're saying, it's a closed list. So, but I don't know. Maybe Wanda was one of our folks, but she just asked if she could be added. So, is what you're saying though that the list is closed to those that did the group through us that did?
Yeah, I have always just kept it open and just put everybody in. But we're gonna.
We're bursting at the seam.
Yeah, this is the first time that we are uh you have to be a digital dealer member through our store for the live class. And but don't, if you're not doing it through us, don't worry, because the pre-recorded version is up for everybody. So whatever the pre-recorded block, I'm putting up for everybody. But the class one, because our group is so large,
Oh, she said
um,
she's gonna order her designs today. So,
okay.
okay.
As soon as you order, if you are a club member through A-1 and you haven't gotten your invitation, let me know. But I'm going to send it out. I'll send it out this morning so you'll know if you got it. Don't forget, there are some people that because it's a group email,
With
your email
attachments.
server screens us out. And if that's the case, just send me a note and I'll send it to you directly. But I don't have it's there's too much for me to remember. Oh, this person doesn't get it and this person does get it. So just shoot me an email and then I'll send it out. I'm like a day behind. There are a couple of people that emailed me yesterday, maybe even the day before, that I need to go back through my emails and get to you. So I haven't forgotten about you. Poinsettia, I do want to talk about that. Poinsettia class is going to be next week. Glenda, I haven't forgotten you. Your panel will go out today. So panel needs to be layered with batting and then backing that's a little bit bigger all the way around. And I'm using 3 different colors. I'm using like a medium green, like a limeish green on the outside, and then like a coral kind of peachy orange light for the dark petals, and then a dark red for the lighter petals. So don't forget, the whole point of this project to me is the stitching, because the stitching's so beautiful. You're going to be stitching it and going, oh my God, it's so gorgeous. I'm so talented. That's what you're going to say as you're doing it. So you want the stitching to show. Make sure you do not pick a color that matches exactly. That's going to just disappear. You want some contrast. So that's what you're doing.
So there was a question from Cindy Lehman. That, are we supposed to have any prep done for tomorrow's class, the wildflower?
Yeah, I mean, I already did prep for the whole year. We did a prep video, and you don't have to do it that way, but you have to prep your fabric for that block. We're not going to prep anything. We are just going to start stitching. So I will hoop with you. We'll hoop up. I mean, I use muslin, so I'll hoop up my muslin when we get started, and then, we'll bring up the design, and then we'll start stitching. But everything should be pre-cut and pre-stabilized with shape flex. The appropriate pieces should be pre-stabilized. I think mine are. I can't remember. Yeah, everything should be pre-stabilized.
And then Lori asks, do you have the thread in stock?
I don't have the thread in stock. I should have it by Monday or even Friday. So I did have to order more. I mean, it's we keep selling out of it because everyone wants to do the brown box special, and like, if you don't need the package, you should do it because it's so much cheaper. I think our price with the thread set is maybe 72 something, and the brown box special, when we do the brown box special, we sell you the thread at $4.99 per spool, and then it's an additional 10% off. So I think it's like 53 bucks instead of like, so it's almost $20 off. So the downside is you might have to wait, but I ordered everything, and so I think it'll be here Friday or Monday, and then I'll be ready to send some more out.
So I did want to talk about the impression show really quickly because this is
Hmm.
kind of a unique opportunity. If
Are you
we
talking Southern California?
So yeah, so
Yes.
so we were asked by Brother to represent Brother's multi needles and embroidery machines at the ISS, the Impressions Expo Long Beach. So it is a large and the impression show is really based around like commercial printing, fabric printing, embroidery, etc. And so the show is running from the 22nd through the 25th, or actually the 23rd, 24th, and 25th, Thursday um, through Saturday at the Long Beach Convention Center, and
Can
A1
anyone go,
A1
Patrick?
Vacuum and Sewing will be there. Um, I haven't really paid attention. Anybody can go. I'm sure there's a cost to entry, but anybody can go. And we were given permission by Brother to sell our entire line there. So what we'll have there on display will be the multi-needle machines, the single needle, the 6 needle, and the 10 needle machines. But if perchance somebody would want to come and see us, we can do business with you there, and it's an opportunity to discuss with us machines. So if any of you are in Southern California and would love to come meet us, we're there. You can come in. We'd love to see you. And B, if you did want to buy something that we're generally not allowed to send, you can do business with us there, and
Yeah,
we
it's
could
an
send the
EU.
product to you.
So
And then I would just say, to our folks in Southern California, especially those in LA County, our thoughts go out to you, and uh, you know we're thinking about you guys as you guys deal with the devastating wildfires there. Sorry. Um, but yeah, we will be at the ISS show um, in late January. Um, let's talk
let's do it.
giveaways. Do you want to grab the items?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab it right now. Are we out of the codes? They've all been reordered. Okay, 10 of each coming. Okay, so one of the things, and you get a choice because I brought both of these in with me, and I don't know if you can see them well, but there's going to be the ones that have like the oranges and the corals, and then the other one is the aquamarine. Should we do this one first, just because I grabbed it?
So
And they should be able. You should be able to size them. We put on little extenders.
but wait a minute, because um,
Do you want to do this one first?
wait,
This
hang
is
on,
the one
hang,
that has
hang,
the
hey,
open package
Jeannie,
of
Jeannie.
chestnut cookies that Patrick and I started eating to test them for you. So that's what's in. But we're still giving them to you because they were so good. They're all individually packaged, so it shouldn't be a big deal. And then this packet also has the earrings that Violet made. This is the food and yummy stuff.
So here's
Also has
here's
the
something
earrings that Violet made from the Roman glass.
here's something crazy.
They're so pretty.
But so the first one that I pulled up, God, is that right? I'm like looking at our resolution video, which was from December 19th.
Yeah, the day before we left.
Yeah, and only 27 people commented.
That doesn't sound right.
Um,
I know other people have commented. I don't know if they put it in the right.
you can't
If they commented in the right video.
So
So the resolution video, that video, the winner's gonna be. They're gonna win the food.
So
The
do you
food
want to
and the
cover
wine.
what's in there again really fast?
Oh, it's just yummy stuff. Hopefully you think it's yummy. There's like the pack of like rice crackers. There is like a little pack of like Wonder Clip kind of clips that I got that I thought were so cute. We have some high chews, a bunch of the Japanese Kit Kats, the open package of chestnut.
So I just had somebody say it was on the 13th. So I gotta.
Oh.
Did we?
The lattes, all the different lattes. And we did put a ceremonial package of the matcha in there. And this one I would go on YouTube. So they show you, because matcha is, it's bitter, kind of like coffee.
So did
So
we never do a giveaway for the sewing resolution? Because it was on the 13th.
We didn't. We didn't.
Okay, so this one, I'm glad that somebody said that. So, do we have 2 necklaces to give away?
Well, why? Because
Well, because I think we also told people that it was on. I think we told people that it was on the 19th.
You did.
So,
okay.
So the resolution, the actual resolution video was on the 13th.
So we're gonna let that person pick.
And so right, but that person's winning the food and the glass earrings, right?
Okay, that person.
So we're doing 3.
You guys better get on there and start throwing in some.
We're doing 3 giveaways. Yeah, well, so the one for the. All right, so the one for the. This is the most A1 giveaway ever. So.
We just call it A1 because we're like. Whatever.
This is just how we do it. So the video from the 13th gets the food and the glass earrings, correct?
Yes.
All right, so Margaret, you're still gonna have an opportunity for the necklace too. So yeah, I totally screwed the pooch on that one. Hang on, let's see. So
it's okay when Violet comes back. I'll be like, Violet, you get in your room. You start making some jewelry if you want food.
Wait a minute. This is weird. Oh, hang on. Hang on a sec, because I'm struggling to. Let's go. Windows.
The struggle is real.
Window capture, add source. I'm trying to figure out how to do this because it's not. Let's add source. And then does this give me. Bam. All right. So this is the giveaway from the 19th. This is the food and the earrings.
Wait, from the 19th or the 13th?
Or from the 13th. Just stop. Yeah, from the 13th. So
I didn't like that.
Sewing Gal 65, who my resolution is to stay current in all my monthly quilt projects. So write down Sewing Gal 65, Jeannie. Are you writing that down?
Patrick, I just showed it to you.
I'm not, like, I'm looking at this window, not that.
Oh.
So Sewing Gal 65, I don't know who you are, so I'll be sending you a note.
Gal?
So you won the food and the earrings.
And the half-eaten cookies.
And the half-eaten cookies. Now we're going to the 19th. Copy. Let's go pick another winner. Let's go here. And I think they're seeing all this, but this is the 6th. Get YouTube comments. So there are 26 comments from the.
What was the? Oh, this is going to be for sewing resolution 2, and it has to answer the question. It can't just be hello.
And then let me make sure we're still on here. Let's see. Sewing gal, congratulations. All right, so and this is for one of the necklaces, is that right?
Yeah, and they're gonna pick. They're the first choice picker.
Okay, let me make sure I'm doing this right, not screwing this up. Um, let
But are
me
you
go.
sure? I feel like the last live feed is when we talked about. I feel
Well,
like
no,
the
we're
last
doing that one too.
But I feel like the
LAODNLAO.
next that last one was a big one, and that should be the picker. Because then you gave the wrong information out for the
Well,
19th.
yeah. So
Okay, so is this from the 19th, and they're gonna be
so
the
this
picker?
is from the 19th.
Okay, you make the rules. Do they get to pick?
They get to pick.
Okay. Those of you
And
from
this
the
is
19th,
Dory
sounds good.
Hood. Dory
Oh my
Hood.
God, Dory, I have a package going out to you.
My resolution for the coming year is to finish all my kits before I purchase more and to make labels for all the projects that I didn't make labels for.
Just kidding, Dory. You can do it. You know what? You can do it. I would never make that resolution because I cannot do it.
And then
Dory, you get to pick. I'm going to call you and you get to pick first.
and then and then let's go. They're seeing all of this. So So then the next one is the January 3rd live stream, which was last Friday when we said we ate the cookies.
Yeah. That episode where Jeannie and Patrick eat the cookies.
We eat your cookies. We were taste testing to make sure everything was fine.
We wanted to make sure they'd be okay for you. And we decided they are.
And we did not have a question that day. Is that correct?
I don't think we did.
And then Dory is on. So congratulations, Dory.
Dory, which one do you want? Because then we know.
And Dory, which one did? Well, hang on. We'll show her again, but let me do this giveaway. And you've written these down, Jeannie, I'm assuming.
What'd you say?
You've written these down?
Yes. Everything's written down.
And this one is Susan Alba. It was great having you guys back and in rare form indeed. Thank you for testing the cookies to make sure we wouldn't get sick.
Oh my God. Susan, I have a big box of fun that's going to go out to you with Hopping Down the Bunny Trail, and we will pop in a necklace for you. Congratulations.
And then Zoom meeting, we are back. So, and you wrote that one down too, because I couldn't see you that whole time.
Everyone's written down.
So,
Did Dory pick?
Dory would like the blue one.
The aquamarine? Okay.
Do you want to show them to them? Because if you were showing them to them, they weren't seeing any of it.
Oh, they weren't seeing it?
No, no.
Shoot. Okay. I was showing them the whole time.
So Dory wants the blue one, which means Susan will get what's the other one? Aquamarine?
I don't know what the name of those stones are, but
So the blue one is the one that's on the top?
Yeah, that's the aquamarine. And then the other one is just equally beautiful. And these are all stones that Violet and I got in Tokyo. So they're special. And then Violet's little hands made them, so that makes it even more special.
So congratulations to everybody. I will be like Sewing Gal, if you are watching, please reach out to the store. I'll be pinging you on YouTube shortly.
You better do it soon because those crackers look so yummy.
And those cookies may be going bad.
Do it soon.
We may have to eat the rest of the cookies. So that's awful that we ate the cookies. But we had to make sure they were still okay. We had to make sure that they were still okay.
I thought it was mochi. I'd forgotten what it was that I'd even gotten. So I was worried that they wouldn't be, we don't want to send you something that's bad. But yeah, I think that's it. Are we ready? ready to get started
I
with
think
today?
we're ready to get started. So Cheryl, I'll drop you an email. Picking up the machine tomorrow is fine. So Cheryl's gonna pick up her machine tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through the comments here just to make sure I didn't miss anything. And Debbie Takashima says, if not, send them to me. I think.
Debbie doesn't mind. All right. I am over and out. Have a great day. Be creative and make something awesome. And I'll see a lot of you tomorrow for Wallflower.
Are you doing wallflower from here?
No, I'm doing it from here. I'm going to
Okay.
be at the store.
Oh, maybe I was thinking maybe you could take care of me tomorrow.
Aw. Okay. Well, I'll
Well,
talk to
no,
you
I'm just
after.
kidding. You don't have to do that either. So, all right. We will
Bye,
see you
guys.
ladies